Oh, armor busters. I was Karen. Info on the quarterly 3 update. Latest news, there it is. Ryzen XI, quarter 3, 2025 development update. Quarterly update for Horizon XI's development progress. What's coming to Horizon XI? Subscribe on YouTube. Apparently AI wants us to summarize the page. should we see what that does? Let's get a summary from the AI. Oh, added. We're not going to add no AI thing. I thought I was just going to pop it up. Let's get rid of that. All right, so update from Beastie, Canru, Anona, A Punch, Eric, the Horizon XI team, August 30th, 2025. It's going to take us 16 minutes, so if you don't have 16 minutes, always subscribe and be adding more Horizon XI. But it's time for the quarter 3, 2025 development update. Horizon XI Adventurers. As promised, the Horizon XI team remains committed to sharing quarterly updates to keep you informed about our ongoing development progress. This post marks the third Horizon XI development update of 2025, so third quarter update, and we're excited to bring you the latest news. For those who'd like to revisit our earlier updates, you can find it in the news section on the website right there, horizonxi.com. So for the quarter 3 update, we're going to cover current rebase status and testing. They're going through basically changing like the back end code kind of stuff so that everything's going to line up with the other land boat, sand boat, air boat, sky boat, something boat, and everything's going to not fall into a moat, but it's going to, I guess, work out for the future with, you know, the live game that's being updated, which we're going to have to also look at because we have some news from Yoshi P, and it's also currently free logins on retail. But looking at Horizon XI, we'll be talking about treasures of Ergen development, the state of balance and design, expansion of the communication and outreach team, and some Game Master team updates. Thank you as always for adventuring with us on Horizon XI and for helping shape the vibrant community that makes this server truly special. Actually seen a couple YouTube videos where they're just saying best private servers of like all, you know, all games, all MMOs. They got like the WoW, you know, a couple of WoW servers, some like Lineage 2, Dark Age of Camelot, even for, you know, Final Fantasy 11 even made the list, you know, so it kind of getting some of the news out there to people that may not play Final Fantasy 11. You know, you got your like EverQuest, Project 99, all those types of things. So they did talk about Horizon, but they were wrong in the video because they said like there's more people on Horizon than retail, and there's like nothing happening on retail, which is basically wrong because we did just log in. We had on Bahamut like 2,000 people. We're on like one of the lower servers, Leviathan. There's like 520, and there's probably about like six of those low population, right around 500, and there's probably about another 4 with like 700, and there's, you know, like the top of them, they're like in a couple thousand all the way up to 5,000. But there's about, I think when we logged in here on Horizon XI, to like 20, been about like 2,000 to 2,500 lately. We'll see what happens if they add new stuff. So let's begin with some Horizon excitement. The list of rebase migration tasks that are now 100% complete, covering systems, error changes, and more. So they're 100% rebase on job abilities, job traits, all relics, weapon skills, summoner blood packs, permissions, dynamis, hyper notorious monsters, King Arthro, King Behemoth, Aspid, Nidhogg, etc. Some HENMs, tier 1 and tier 2. We only got to do so far the birds and the bees, but the beetles, the crabs, the birds. Alright, so retro achievements, custom quests, Thief Necklace. That was actually, I like that, how they added that and made changes for the Thief Knife quest to get a treasure hunter necklace, which we actually have, even though our thief is like level 50 something. Custom quest vendors, era and era plus quest requirements, quest rewards, mission requirements, outpost warps, mob spawn points, custom mob spawn groups, NM timers, time of death persistence for notorious monsters, removal of out of era items and NPCs, home points, customized claim shield for Horizon, hardcore system. Basically that's only updates we've had for like the last 2 years is hardcore system and hardcore item trader system, or you know that. Brand new arena draw-in system, no more tie mats to sit a potty. Well, that sounds fun. Synth recipes, era plus. As you can see, the team has been hard at work. Much of this effort has centered on refactoring existing systems to align with the current version of Land Sandboat. It's basically like they're following the code of retail to have like everything in it, I think, and then you know Horizon kind of off of that with the 75 Era Plus version, right? So alongside massive task of migrating more than 100 database tables, it's no exaggeration to say we've made tremendous progress since our last update, and the momentum continues to energize the team. That said, there are still a few systems that have not yet completed. These will remain a priority as we move forward, and we'll be addressing them in parallel with our upcoming testing phase. The list includes half that's like from redoing missions and quests and helping, you know, get some points for like some cosmetic item type of thing, I guess. Anniversary events, custom Horizon XI content, Limbus, they're already working on basically some of this stuff. Fishing, gardening, BCNMs, ENMs, only a couple left to go, so probably close on that too. Character data migrations to preserve all the character data. Some miscellaneous tasks. Oh no, you lost your 5 relic weapons and Mad Hat and all job levels, skill levels. Oh no. Please don't leave. While some of the remaining tasks will naturally take longer than others, the list is now much shorter compared to what has already been completed. And the bulk of the work is behind us. The team continues to make steady daily progress, and we are confident that everything will be wrapped up before the testing phase concludes. We got a testing phase of it. We are truly approaching the finish line, and quickly. One major milestone already achieved is the full update of all DATs to reflect our changes across items, weapon skills, spells, scrolls, models, and more. With this step complete, we're excited to announce that internal testing is scheduled to begin around the second week of September. So basically, probably like figure at least like a month of that. Then you may have some, bring in some other people testing, probably another month of that. September, October, we could be looking at, you know, holiday Adergan. We do not know. Could even be late September. Testing, the Rebase testing phases. I guess let's see what they actually say. Testing will be carried out in 2 stages, an internal closed alpha and a broader external open beta. That's kind of my guess. Closed alpha, internal testing. The first stage will be handled by our internal testing teams. Their focus will be on validating Era Plus changes, spawns, fights, abilities, and core mechanics, ensuring everything functions as intended. Because some Era Plus changes are not widely known, yes, there's still custom adjustments waiting to be discovered. Well, must not be too important because nobody's discovered them. This phase will remain limited in, like, what is it, like some secret XP camp in the bottom of Foggia that nobody wants to go to. Testers will also evaluate core systems such as level sync and HENM lockouts. Once all critical issues are addressed, we'll transition to the next phase, open beta, external testing. In this second stage, we'll open the test server to the entire Horizon XI community. This will allow us to conduct more extensive testing, including load testing under real player activity. During this phase, players will be invited to besiege. Oh no, that's not, I added that. Form XP parties, participate in HENM and hyper notorious monster battles to verify the mechanics. Explore the world, spot any out of era NPCs or mobs to ensure we receive feedback across all parts of the games. We'll be adjusting player levels throughout the beta, so the early days, 3 or 4 days week, so it's basically as about right, another kind of month of external testing, right? 3 to 4 days early low level progression. There really isn't any, because you just killed like the level 1 mob that's like right by town, straight up to level 10. I remember you'd have to kind of slowly venture out because you'd be getting like 12 XP off those little rabbits, and it's just not worth it. And you'd start fighting, you know, like some orcs and stuff at like level 6, 7. You know, but mid levels for a week, level 50. High levels 2 weeks. Everybody boosted to level 75 with access to end game gear for full content testing. So log in, test. Let me test out some every relic, right? Let's experiments, all the ones we didn't get. Do it then. Will we get to? We do not know. It says end game gear, so let me try out some mythic weapons. There it is. Which mythic do we want to go for? Completion and launch. Once outstanding issues are resolved, testing will conclude and the rebase will officially launch on the live server. This rollout will require a major client update, moving us to the retail version of the client. Please note this will involve a lengthy maintenance window, but the results will be well worth the wait. So some final notes on the rebase as we we're approaching release. We want to set clear expectations. While the majority of systems will be fully functional, a few features may not operate at 100% accuracy right away. For example, content like Limbus may require additional adjustments after launch. Rest assured, the team is fully committed to resolving these issues quickly, and completing the rebase itself is a critical step that allows us to dedicate more development time to fixing any bugs that slip through the testing. With that in mind, here are a few important side effects of the rebase that players should be aware of. So we got some quest BCNMs, Limbus, closing thoughts, and some more development. So for quests, some quests have been migrated to a new quest system. If you are in progress on one of these specific quests, when the rebase launches, the progress will be reset. Don't worry, the relic quest is unaffected. Ouch, that would be so terrible. Hold on, we turned in everything except the last 100. Completed quests will remain completed, and not all quests will be impacted, only those moved into the new system. We're actively refactoring BCNMs and ENMs, but this is a time-intensive process, especially when it comes to testing resistances and unique mob logic. While many will be ready at launch, some may not make it to the initial release. In those cases, they will be temporarily disabled until their migration is complete. Priority is being given to BCNMs tied to quests or missions so that player progress is not blocked. Let's give some 2 hours to that rank 1 El Sandorian mission. They should be using their 2-hour abilities right away. Mighty Strikes, Anya. Although this may be inconvenient in the short term, we believe it's better to launch the rebase sooner rather than delay by several more weeks just for a few encounters, or to disappearing like Tomberries going through chains of Prometheus. Any that start in a disabled state will be reopened as soon as they're ready. So Limbus, as many of you know, Era Limbus no longer exists in retail. That's right. Which means we've had to completely recreate it from the ground up, including new DATs and mob logic. But they've only done that like recently, where you had the Limbus already, I think. While our goal is to have Limbus available at release, players may experience occasional downtime as we resolve any major issues that arise. These interruptions should be brief, and our intent is always to preserve an authentic, era-appropriate Limbus experience. So, further closing thoughts, we know some of these adjustments may cause short-term inconvenience, but they also represent incredible long-term progress. The team has been working relentlessly, and your patience and support fuel our determination to see this through. With the rebase nearly complete, we're closer than ever to unlocking the next chapter of Horizon XI together, and we couldn't have come this far without this community at our side. It's, you know, nice to see thousands of people still playing. Years of change of Prometheus. I actually like it, so this thing is cool. Treasures of Ergen development. Once the Rebase has been released to the live server, our focus will immediately shift to full development on Treasures of Ergen. So you're gonna have like the big old maintenance client update. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, does it mean it's coming? No, it's not, because that just means that now they can just not be doing that and they can get the Treasures of Ergen stuff out, all while continuing to resolve any lingering Rebase related issues and bugs. Planning is already underway, covering everything from balance adjustments to Error Plus changes, and content design as groundwork ensures we have a clear path forward to bring Treasures of Ergen to Horizon XI as soon as possible. So they're going to have a Moghouse meeting Saturday, October 4th, 2025, 6 p.m. So that's going to be after their internal testing, right? So maybe you'll get an announcement for some opening up for the community testing, right? The public testing. I'm guessing. We don't know. We're also excited to share that Moghouse meetings are back, and community stream is planned for early October. We'll unveil our updated roadmap and host a variety of segments designed to bring the community closer to the development progress. Here's a preview of what to expect in the October stuff there. Introduction: meet the new and improved communication and outreach team. Horizon XI statistics and census insights. Updated TOAU roadmap, planned content for each major patch. Some Q&A about treasures. Questions about the upcoming content. Dev chat, open conversation with the development team. Some Q&A about the Rebase, technical deep dive into the Rebase process and bug bounty program. Community streamer event and in-game gathering hosted by the community team. Is another PvP thing, because I don't know. Keep an eye on the Horizon XI Discord for more details. This will be a stream you won't want to miss. They should just like unleash some H&Ms, and then they have like who can down them. You know, how many like get a big open area, spawn like a bunch of them. Maybe not, you know, full defenses, but no, open world dynamist campaign or something. Special server-wide event. In addition, we're preparing something truly unique for the weeks leading up to TOA's release. Server-wide event that goes beyond the usual community gatherings. This time, every player will have the opportunity to contribute to something larger than themselves. While we aren't ready to reveal all the details just yet, we can promise this: participation will matter. Whether you're a longtime veteran or a brand new adventurer, your actions will help shape the outcome, and those outcomes will echo directly to Treasures of Ergen itself. It's nice to see like there's actually, you know, you got people that have never played, and then, you know, they're enjoying it, playing it, and bringing it to more people. Like it should have XI available on like game consoles for, you know, people to play. But we'll be checking out some updates to retail next. But back to Horizon XI. Game design team is cross-disciplinary group made up of developers, admins, community managers, balancers, and Super Nintendo what is this one? SMES balancers, server management executives, I guess, I don't know. Together, they're responsible for the broader direction of the server. Their scope includes Error Plus content creation, new features that expand the game while keeping the spirit of the 75 Error Plus. Major systems development, large-scale frameworks and mechanics, jobs and expansions, adjustments to jobs, progression, expansion level systems. Currently, design efforts are centered on Treasures of Ergen with active projects, including Error Plus job adjustments for Blue, Corsair, and Puppet Master, Group 2 merits, implementation in era appropriate form. mission and quest rebalance to ensure rewards and difficulty feel consistent with the era and introduce exciting new quest opportunities around the world. And checking out the balance. New balance group is a small focused team that meets monthly to discuss adjustments. Their scope is to fine-tune numbers where they examine combat systems, job abilities, and economy without introducing new features. Just make sure, see how everything's working, right? Recent balance decisions include adjustments to the Grand Worms. They had like lowered their level but increased their stats. Now they're going to raise their level but reduce their stats and something like that. Dynamis drop rate rebalancing, and like basically I'd rather do need to have Nasia. Nobody's doing it. Upcoming balance roadmap. After a quiet stretch, balance will be taking several planned passes over the coming months. Rebase release the first balance pass adjustment, and sometime will arrive with this patch with the Rebase version 2.0 TOA release, larger adjustment alongside expansion addressing both existing and new content. Post TOE patch, another significant pass focused on monitoring how Blue, Corsair, and Pop affect the overall meta and correcting any over adjustments made at release. Balance and design the workflow. The process for creating and releasing content or adjustments follows a structured workflow. Design proposes, team develops and proposes new content systems or adjustments. Then they discuss it. The entire team with the balance and the developers review the proposal to ensure it aligns with the era and server goals and it's feasible to implement. Then they start developing the code and implement the finalized content, and then they just check to make sure everything is matching what they plan to out. Testers validate it, verify it, and check its difficulty and stability, and a final pass adjusting anything as needed, and then they're going to release it to the live server for players. This workflow ensures the content is carefully reviewed, properly tested, and balanced before reaching players, maintaining both quality and consistency across the server. In short, design is shaping the future, balance is safeguarding the game's health and long-term stability. Together they can ensure both the big picture direction and the day-to-day experience remains strong, stable, and fair. Also expanding the communication outreach team. Excited to announce expansion of the communication and outreach team. It's underway. New members already chosen, others currently being interviewed. Growth reflects their commitment to strengthening both the internal communication and engagement with the wider Horizon XI community. So here's the two key sub-teams. You got the communication team. They're going to be craft engaging content, support communication across the project, keeping their online presence strong, updating the website, news posts, literature for upcoming patches and expansion, monitor social media channels, respond for outreach, ensuring players remain connected and informed. Then there's the stream team, and bring technical and creative expertise to live streamed and hosted events, deliver seamless professional broadcasts that showcase Horizon XI to a wider audience. It's not going to be us here, obviously. Team will also host community events, conduct test streams, and provide special previews. In focus, see some familiar faces on the stream team. We haven't seen Ninja. Where's he at? Come on back. We'll share more details on these talented individuals soon. Basically we only see them in like chat or something. We stream some 11. Volunteer section. We've been thrilled with the level of interest from our incredible community. Many of you have stepped forward to help, and candidates are now either selected or actively interviewing. Each volunteer has or will agree to the staff code of conduct or be destroyed, ensuring our shared values of professionalism, respect, and community spirit remain at the core of everything we do. Definitely don't want to have like Star Wars Galaxy type of server hoopla stuff. GM team update. We're excited to share that the Horizon XI Game Master team is expanding with upwards of 10 new Game Masters joining our ranks. Will be able to respond to player needs faster than ever before. In particular, what does it mean? I think in the past, whenever there's issues, I'm sure there's a lot of people calling in, complaining. They got a lot of stuff to deal with, but been pretty quick on responding to stuff, even sometimes during an event, you know, before like you get locked out of stuff or changing stuff. But let's see what I got. Quicker turnaround times on IP requests, faster resolutions of stuck character tickets, more availability for handling player support in general. We know these issues can be disruptive, and we want to thank you for your patience as we continue building out the GM team to better serve the community. And now for a gentle but important reminder, please don't buy Jill. Not Jill, not Gil, not any form of money. Don't do it. And just don't. I mean, come on. Don't buy Gil, buy a completed every relic and then quit, because, you know, what's there to do? Might sound tempting, but it's against the rules. Just don't do it. And I agree with that. Harms the game economy, and honestly, it's the fastest way to earn yourself a permanent ban. It sucks. We'd much rather see you farming, crafting, or venturing with friends to earn your way fairly. Remember, guild sellers don't care about your experience, but we do. And part of, you know, like having the stuff of like, oh, you're gonna show off something, but then like pretend like you didn't buy guild or cheat or something. Like, nah, they don't know I cheat, but they think I'm good, but really I cheated. I don't know, wouldn't do it. I can see the excuses are like, well, but my time and like that, but yeah. Like even on, you know, not just this, but in general, MMOs, them damn loot boxes, cash shops, and it's like, I don't know, I think of it as like the dude from the Matrix is like the virus to guild sellers, stuff like that. Is that Mr. Anderson, the guild sellers. This project has demanded enormous dedication from the team, refactoring systems to align with the latest land sandboat, migrating more than 100 database tables, rebuilding content like Limbus from the ground up, preparing both closed alpha and open beta testing phases. And a lot of it is like, okay, going through the code and, you know, with like lots of stuff to switch and transfer over, and then you gotta like test it, and it could be, you know, like one, you know, find one little thing wrong in it, which like, where's that at? And oh damn, didn't put a, you know, some kind of punctuation right or something, and then, you know, something like that affects a bunch of stuff. But feedback, bug reports, finding it during testing, enthusiasm we see in game. You've helped shape Horizon XI into what is today. The rebase isn't just a technical milestone, it's the foundation for everything to come, from treasures of Ad-Urgan development to future community updates, events, expansions, and more. Let's see more like custom BCNM type stuff and spawned, like the HENM thing, and we should have like more of that kind of stuff, I think, because I mean, what are we gonna do? Everybody switch to like monk and go rockbuster a wall and some assaults. We know the wait has been long, but we truly believe it will be well worth it. With the rebase nearly complete, we've entered a new era for Horizon XI, one where stability, features, and future content can flourish faster than ever before. With much love, respect, and gratitude from the Horizon XI team: Beastie, Canru, Anona, A Punch, A Poot, Eric, rest of the Horizon unnamed XI development team, behind the scenes, front of the scenes, from the front to the side, and there it is. So be adding more Horizon XI on YouTube. Follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. Yo!